The RBI on Thursday announced it is switching some of its near-term bonds with the government in exchange for longer-term bonds. 75,504 crore rupees of bonds redeeming this year and next are being bought back by the government from RBI, and new longer-term bonds have been issued back to the Reserve Bank. Latha is here to explain what this means.
The Reserve Bank and the government do this often when they want to reduce the burden of the borrowing program for the next year. Bonds that are about to be redeemed in the coming year are exchanged. The date simply changes from 2026 to be redeemed in 2040. So to that extent, the government does not have to pay RBI. That's why this switch happens. To give the arithmetic, government is buying about 58,500 crore of bonds which are maturing in 2026 and about 17,500 crore of bonds which are maturing in 2027. And together, it's about 75,000 crores. In exchange, the government has issued Reserve Bank 15-year bonds which mature in 2040. So to that extent, the government borrowing comes down for the coming year, that is FY27. It comes down from 17.2 trillion to 16.45 trillion. Now, this is very good news for the bond market because, they were staring at a really huge borrowing and now that is down. So early morning, we did see bond prices rise and bond yields fall by about 4 or 5 basis points. But as the bond prices rose, many people who had the old bonds came and sold it, and there was a lot of profit taking. The market is telling you that ultimately we have to buy even 16.45 trillion of bonds. That is smaller than 17.2, but that is still a large borrowing program. So the profit taking, took away the little bit of gains that we got.
All right, Latha, many thanks for taking us through those details. But on that note, it is time for us to head into a short break. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.